Okay. In this rant, I'm going to talk about something that really gets on my nerves, and it's Scanlations. Now, this is the number one reason why I want manga and anime to go mainstream. For the sole fact that there are people who can buy Naruto at the store, but they just rather read it online for free, not support the artist. And if 90% of you did that, which, let's be honest, that's not going to happen. 90% of you did that, it would kill the show, and then the creator would go do something else. Because pretty much, coming from the industry standpoint, this is the one thing they have to fight. Now, Marvel and DC, pretty much, they killed that off. So if you scanning up Thor comics, Disney's gonna be at your door, taking you to court. Where's my money? Plus interest. But I totally understand where these little companies, they can't get their stuff overseas because they can't pay people. But let's be honest. If my job was to read manga and translate it, and I was only doing it for minimum wage for 40 hours a week, I'd do it. I mean, that'd be the best job. Now, I suggest these companies need to find these scanners and get them an ultimatum and say, look, you can either work for us for minimum wage, or we can take you to jail. I mean, you're already reading and translating for free anyway. Why don't you make some money? That way, you can get you can translate the Korean, English, French, German, Russian, whatever language you know you have fans, or you think. I would just do the big languages first: English, Spanish, and Chinese, and Korean, and French. But one issue is people say, "Oh, well, I like the series and I don't want to pay for it." Really? Come on, really? I hope you're never one of my fans. I'm serious. Don't ever read any of my works. Now, I post my stuff up online for free, but when I decide to publish a book, the book's gotta have better art, because I'm gonna go back over some of my stuff, because it's gonna be years down the road, and I'm gonna have exclusive stories, and I'm gonna go ham on people. I will do DOD attacks on your website. I will hack your account or whatever. I will make sure your website cannot keep running, and I will keep hunting you down, keep doing it to the point where you're like, forget it. And if you're making money off me, I'm going to sue. That is the number one thing that is killing manga and anime. Period. Now understand, you sit there, you read, let's just say, Monster Girls, because I saw that, read it, and go, okay, well, let me see if this is America. And it's in America. So I'm like, okay, I'm waiting for my local store to send in my shipment from volume 1 and 2. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to buy it. So if you're reading a series and you're buying it, I have no problem with you. Go ahead, catch up, just keep supporting it. Or if the series can't get over here and you can't translate it, and you're buying like 1 or 2 figurines a year, I'm like, okay, you're helping out people on my side of the spectrum. Because this whole, it's like two worlds. You have the fans, and you have the mangaka. We make the product for fun, to entertain you. You're like, oh, okay. So then you send us money. We can live off that, and we send you more entertainment, so you're not bored. But then when you take our stuff and don't send us money, we're like, we can't eat. We have to go do something else. We have to go maybe produce a logo for a random company and not get as much, and have to keep doing this and this and this and this instead of sitting down, doing what we love, giving you what you love, and pretty much living our dream. Because some of you either want to do this or do sports or whatever you want to do. If you're not going to get paid for it, you're going to do something else. And you're going to be, oh, I don't want to work at McDonald's. I don't want to work at Walmart. I don't want to do this. And something's going to have to change, period. I seen the Funimation start suing people left and right. I was like, yes, yes, yes. My friends are like, oh my goodness. And I'm just like, look, I live in America and it looks bleak for me. So if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna have to make money somehow. Now, if you're looking at these scans and you're not reading the manga and you're just looking for reference material, because I've done this. I looked at a random series so I could perfect drawing couples kissing and hugging. And let's be honest, some of the mangas that these women write, I think they're too flat. I don't really care about the story. I'm sitting there just clicking the pictures. Okay, that looks like a good one. Sketch it up, go to the next one. Sketch it up, go to the next one. Now, I think I should buy the manga since I'm using it as a reference art, but seeing as how I can just go to Google and take images randomly and practice them, there's really nothing. There's really no main difference. But that's the fact that if I read a harem, because I'm more than that. That's why I never really cared for Bleach or any of them. So when I read these comedy, fantasy, and harems, and they come over here, I will buy them. As soon as I heard about Nejima, read first chapter, oh, I'm gonna buy that. I got every single one. Okay, right here, volume 1, 38, and I even got every single Love Hina but volume 10. I don't know what happened to my volume 10. So if anybody has a volume 10, I'll buy it from you. If it's brand new, I'll send you $10 and then like 2 extra for the effort. But if it's used, I'll buy it from you like 5. So I support the industry, that fact that I'm trying to break into this industry. And it's like I was saying before, in America it's bleak. There's very little opportunity for you. I got my first rejection because they like my style, they just wanted something more realistic. So I decided I'm gonna start my own studio, and I'm looking for people to do that. It's just in home right now, but just people, please, if you're gonna scan stuff, please stop. And if you're gonna read it, at least support the artist. That is the least you can do. And I'm speaking for all amateurs who have little stores. Semi-pros like myself, and especially for the professionals, support them by at least buying the book when it comes out. If not, don't get mad, don't whine when your series suddenly ends all abruptly and the manga's like, I'm not making more money, I'm killing off everybody, my contract is up, and then you're like, oh no, my series, because you're not buying it. But in the comments below, tell me what you think about it. Tell me if I'm a hypocrite because I randomly click through mangas just to practice for reference art, even though I don't read them. But just remember, sketch, erase, subscribe.